He's never fought us. Not us united.
Die. Oh! I can so see that. That's it. Welcome to the Justice League Rewatch. I'm Jared. I'm here with Nick from the Phoenix Press. What's up, dude?
Not much. Yeah, this was an interesting two-parter.
Yeah, it was. It was very, the way I like to really summarize this is showing that Lex Luthor is a really crappy babysitter.
I guess you could say this two-parter was quite the injustice.
Yeah, exactly. So we're talking about Injustice for All. In other words, the Injustice Gang. I can't believe that was ever a name for a supervillain team. I mean, I don't know if they actually call it the Injustice Gang in the episode. I don't think so. I just call it that because it sounds really funny. But so we got Cheetah, Ultra-Humanite, Dr. Midnight. Is that who that guy is? Oh, no. The Shade.
The Shade.
Carol Ferris, Star Sapphire.
Yeah, it's weird her being a villain.
Well, the thing is that she was Hal's villain, and Hal doesn't exist in this universe.
Technically, he does.
Yeah, but here's the thing. According to this, it was Kyle and then John.
But Hal does appear in Justice League Unlimited.
I think that's a continuity error or something like that. According to the Watchtower database, they were like, that doesn't make sense because there are cues in the show that says that Hal never became a Green Lantern. So how is Carol Ferris a Star Sapphire?
Well, it's clearly an alternate timeline where Hal never became a Green Lantern. So maybe Carol just became Star Sapphire and Hal didn't. I mean,
I don't know, whatever. I could go crazy with all the weird continuity choices in the show.
Well, speaking of alternate timelines, I just wanted to point out that in the Stargirl TV show, they also have an Injustice Society, which is what I'm calling it. And there's actually two members that they have in common, Shade and Solomon Grundy.
There you go. Born on a
AKA DC's Hulk.
Yeah, he's basically DC's Hulk, except if Hulk were a sort of a villain. But and what I love about this episode, my favorite common thread, running joke throughout this episode is Ultra-Humanite blasting opera music in the cell next to Lex Luthor, and Lex is like, "Shut up!" and then Ultra-Humanite's like, "You need some culture." I love Ultra-Humanite in this show. He's so funny.
The ending is so great where it's revealed that he took the money that Lex paid him and made a donation for more opera.
Yeah, it's like, I thought what it was is that Batman paid him to blast that music. But okay, I see what I see what that's.
No. Actually, I correct myself now. You said that because Batman paid him double what Lex was going to pay him.
So immediately when that happens and the opera music starts playing, I'm like, that is so Batman. He paid him just to screw with Lex Luthor. So we're getting ahead of ourselves, but this episode basically goes into the theme that was present early Superman comics, that Lex Luthor's health was adversely affected by his constant exposure to kryptonite. In the comics, I believe in the Silver Age comics, isn't that how he lost his hair?
I believe so, yeah, because I know in Smallville he lost his hair because of the meteorite storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so it's pretty close.
So that's basically more or less what this is talking about. And what I like to talk about Superman, when Lex has Kryptonite Cancer, I'm calling it that, Superman still shows concern for Lex, like he's a friend. Even though Lex has tried to poison, kill him, mind control him for many, many, many times.
So many times.
Yeah, but he's still doing well. And what I love, so again, this episode has the team, and then the Justice League show up to fight the Injustice Gang.
By the way, one of the rare two-parters with the entire league.
Where they show up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait,
But,
is Martian Manhunter's in this, right?
yeah, but he's not in the battle.
So everyone does appear in this one.
Everyone appears in the episode, but not everyone goes into the battle.
Fair, but like you brought, like, ever since you brought up the fact that like every one of these, like, you always see like one or two of them missing, I've actually kind of been keeping an eye on that. So.
Nice. I like that. Thank you. But the League shows up, and it's actually like a tough fight. And until like the Joker shows up, and I love how the Joker shows up and he goes, "You didn't send me an invitation, Lex." Because that's so what the Joker would do. He would get pissed just because he wasn't invited. And by the way, that happened in Infinite Crisis. The way the Earth 3 Lex Luthor died is he basically had like an army of supervillains to fight the superheroes while he like repurposed the multiverse. So he escapes, and the Joker finds him and murders him with a joy buzzer. He goes, "That'll teach you to have a party and not invite the Joker."
Also, Bruce's love of cats is on full display here.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I was like, okay, so apparently Bruce has a thing for furries now? So not only does he have a thing for daughter figures and Amazonian princesses that he obviously can't have because she's in love with a certain Kryptonian. But he also has a thing for cat people?
I mean,
what is up with this Batman?
Catwoman, Cheetah, there's a joke there.
So the way it works is that if she has female parts, Batman will go for it. That's the way it works with this.
I really wish this was
no. I know the joke you want to make. So, by the way, it's hilarious. Well done, and thank you for restraining yourself. But I know the joke you're trying to say, it's a good joke. It's a good joke. But my point is, isn't that kind of funny? It's kind of odd there. I'm like, okay.
If I had a nickel for every time Batman seduced a cat-themed character, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's really weird that it's happened twice.
No, wait. If I had a nickel for every time Bruce has flirted with someone that looks female, I would be as rich as Bruce Wayne.
I was referencing a meme, but yeah, that works too.
But yeah, but that's what I think. He flirted. It's like everyone was telling. You know what? I'm gonna bring up Wonder Bat for this show. Whenever anyone mentions, "Oh, he flirts with Wonder Woman," he flirts with literally every woman in the show, in the universe. He flirts with literally everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bruce. Don't be.
Yeah, he flirts with literally any female character. That's why I'm like, okay, but he's flirting with everyone. That's not exactly like that. Oftentimes in the same episode, he flirted with Zatanna in the same episode when Wonder Woman got turned into a pig.
To be fair, it's Zatanna, so
whatever.
You'd flirt with her too. He's very well skilled.
Let me put it this way. My top 3 characters that I would love to go on a date with is Zatanna, Black Canary, Wonder Woman, and you know what? Screw it, Hawkgirl.
Yeah, I'd be careful with Black Canary. I hear she's a screamer.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to get into a screaming match with her because that could get bloody real quick. But anyway, back to the episode. And I love how Batman manages to manipulate Cheetah into alerting the Justice League that there's a bomb on the tower. And
actually, no, that's not what happened.
All right.
He was the red herring. It was actually Ultra-Humanite who did that. Because remember, I don't know how long it's been since you watched that episode, but that's the deal they made. Is that he alerted the League of the bomb threat, and he paid him double. That was the deal. Okay. And Cheetah was a red herring. She was a red herring. Like it was made to make you think she was the one who did it.
And by the way, I love how Batman goes to Solomon. Can I have a glass of water? Fine. And then I'm like, oh, I know what he's doing. He just spits it at the thing and like shorts out the electrical equipment. I'm like, okay, that is so Batman. That is. Yes, he's like, can I have some water? And then Solomon's like, okay. He brings him the water. He's like, hey, Sean, you want to come and help me out here? Okay, come and kick his ass. And the League shows up.
You're lucky I just had a glass of water on hand to demonstrate.
Oh, yeah, that works. But yeah, exactly. And this episode shows really well how much of a manipulative asshole Batman is.
I mean, we always knew that, so.
Oh, we knew that. I love where Joker goes down to kill Batman, and then you see, and he's like, where is he? He's moving around the shadows, and then he just punches Joker. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. I'm loving this.
So one thing I noticed about his Justice League design, it seems to be an amalgamation of basically the Batman the animated series Joker design, but with the hair of it kind of has like the hair of the new Batman Adventures. Like it's kind of like I'd say a combination of those two looks.
Yeah,
because like the hair is definitely from new Batman Adventures, but like the face is more animated series.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Exactly. Yeah, I think so. And of course, Mark Hamill nails in. By the way, I like who's the guy who does the voice for Lex in the show?
I want to say Clancy Brown, maybe.
I think so. But anyway, he does a really good Lex Luthor.
Remember, just know, Mr. Krabs is Lex Luthor.
Wait, what? That he plays Mr. Krabs?
Oh my! Like Clancy Brown has been like in so many stuff. Like
which makes sense. Wait a second. His obsession with money makes sense. That's just what Superman did at the end of the show. He turns Lex into a crab and put him on the bottom of the ocean. Hey, Aquaman, help me out with this.
Yeah, Clancy Brown is like this guy who's like been like for example, he was a villain in the first Highlander. Also, he shows up in John Wick 4, The Harbinger. So
thanks for spoiling that. I haven't watched the movie yet.
It's a character that's in the trailers. That's like, you know.
I haven't watched any of the trailers. How would you know that? So anyway, that's just Nick spoiling something for me. But
I call me Stephanie Brown because I'm a spoiler.
That's a good one. That's a good one. In fact, I'm going to give you this. Yes, I'm changing brand real quick because there's a clip in here that I want to use. Hang on. Nerd!
Damn straight.
I'm going to use that one. I'm going to go through there and download a bunch of them because those are some good ones. But, and again, I just love, this shows why Batman could destroy any DC character because we think about it. Batman's most important superpower, besides his cash, is his mind.
Yeah, I was about to say, because even in Justice League, it's like, what's your superpower?
I'm rich. I love the way Affleck does that. He's like, I'm rich. Oh, wait. When Flash goes, wait a second, you have a satellite? I have 6. I'm just like, it's like Batman's superpower is cat. But I love, there was this one like comic, a fan comic I saw once. It's like, if the Justice League and the Avengers met, it's like Superman and Captain America going, shaking hands, going, it's very nice to meet you, Captain. You too, Superman. And then there's Batman and Iron Man. It's like Stark, Wayne, and then Tony has like dollar bills like poking out of his armor.
And Batman has like the dollar bills like just flowing out of his dollar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, cash. In a later episode that they adapted, like, what is it? What do you get for the man who has everything? They make a funny thing about Batman's cash in that episode. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it. Again, being spoiler, but still. In terms of I like the Joker. I think, again, Conroy's Batman and Hamill is Joker. You won't find a better dynamic duo.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Okay. And once again, they ended this episode in the best way, just Ultra-Humanite screwing with Lex Luthor, because they're rivals throughout like a lot of the show, and then obviously like the later seasons of Unlimited, Lex becomes a rival with Grodd, but still, it's like it's like a three-way like a rivalry among those three characters throughout this entire show.
You know, those three just need to quit monkeying around.
Yeah, exactly. They need to really just stop with the monkey business. But so that's where I think we'll leave this episode. It was a pretty solid arc, I would say. It's really fun. So far, so far rewatching this, I haven't found an arc that I didn't like. There have been some that have been stronger than others, but there's not one that I've seen or I know it's coming up, and I'm like, oh god, this one.
Yeah, agreed.
Which that's just a testament to the writing of the show, because as far as I know, there's no bad episode of this show. Which it's kind of funny. I never hear anything about bad episodes in the entire Timverse. Which, okay, well, arguably the one where Wonder Woman is turned into a pig and they push her with Bruce is egregious, but that's besides the point.
Oh, that's just Wonder Bat prejudice right there.
Or any reference to Bruce and Barbara, that is literally the worst thing I have ever seen.
Oh, contrast.
That should have Bruce... The way they write him, Bruce Wayne should be on a list, okay? He should be on a list.
A list of the most eligible bachelors. And by the way, that list only includes Bruce.
Okay, that's a different list, but okay. But you know what list I'm talking about.
Yes, the list of people who should be with Wonder Woman.
So what I'm talking about is a list of predators, and I don't mean the good kind of predators. I had to put that in there because there you go. But and we'll talk about that when we get to that episode, because it'll be so hilarious to rip that episode apart.
I'll be like basically stitching it back together just to make sure.
I'm gonna make sure for that episode to stock up a bunch of Nightwing kissing Barbara Gordon clips, because for those of you that don't know, my feelings about Nick, that is Nick's Wonder Bat. That is the ship that pisses him off. So from now on, I'm going to download a bunch of clips. Whenever he starts promoting Wonder Bat to screw with me, I'm just going to go, okay, click. You're going to have to look at that.
I hope
every
you realize
time
that the next time you're on my channel, on my stream, I might just have to download a bunch of Wonder Bat and Nightfire clips.
I don't care about Nightfire. I'm only too. I could care less which person Nightwing is with.
It's fine. I'll just have the clip of Bruce and Diana kissing from the Thanagarian, episode.
They're not. Oh yeah, they do. But screw it. It's kind of funny. My friend of mine writes fan fictions, and what she did for that scene is she switched it with Bruce. I mean, with Clark.
You had it right the first time.
No, I didn't. I did not have it right the first time.
Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
By the way, what's funny also, you notice, okay, so what's the problem with that whole Wonder Bat thing in that entire show? You notice again how Bruce flirts with literally every female in the Justice League.
But remember, Diana only has eyes for Bruce.
Well, actually, after that episode, you can arguably say no, because that's the episode where he tells her, it's not going to work. Stop talking to me about this. That's basically what Bruce says. Basically says, it's not going to work. Stop haunting me with this. Bruce only has eyes for cat people, as we've seen in this episode. Jesus.
Well, to be fair, because of the pig episode, we do know that Bruce does have feelings for Diana. He's afraid to show it. So Wonder Bat is canon.
Well, actually, no, because Wonder Bat would be canon if he actually said, hey, Diana, do you want to go on a date? Oh, you don't? Okay, cool. See you later. If he didn't say, oh, yeah, this isn't going to work because dating in the team doesn't work. And B, I'm a rich kid with issues and you're an immortal princess. This doesn't work.
Doesn't mean they still don't have feelings for each other.
No, it doesn't matter if they have feelings for each other. All it matters is that if they act on them. Do they? Do they in the show?
He literally sings to make sure that he,
You could say that he did that because she's a friend, and that was the only way to get her out.
Oh, come on! Episode, they very clearly make a point of saying he does that because he cares for her.
But once again, does he end up in a relationship with Wonder Woman? Again, does he end up in a relationship with Wonder Woman in this show? No.
To be fair, he doesn't end up in a relationship with Superman either. So
that's because he's with Lois. They can't do that because the fans would throw a crap fit.
I can take solace that if Wonder Bat is canon, neither is Super Wonder. So live long and suck it.
Yeah, but you know what's kind of funny? I hate that version of Lois Lane as well. That's one of the few non-comics Lois that I can't stand.
Voiced by Dana Delaney.
The voice actress is great. I'm not saying anything about her. The writing is terrible for her. That's my one ding. Luckily, she only shows up in like 2 episodes in the series, so I can have a Lois-free series. Yes, I loathe that character. Wait. Except for a couple of versions. Smallville, Snyderverse, and see what's the other one? Superman Returns. I thought she was pretty decent.
What about Reeves Superman? You can't. Okay.
Oh yeah, I dug her a lot.
She's
in my top 5. She's in my top 5. I only gave you 3. She's in my top 5, and these are in no particular order. I'm just saying my 5 favorite Lois performances, and 5 is the Superman and Lois.
Okay.
Because she's good. Those are my 5 Loises. But back to the episode. Nick, how would you rank this out of 10 and in comparison to our previous arcs that we've talked about before we went on this really long tangent?
I give it a very solid 8.5.
Yeah, it's up there with one of the more solid episodes, particularly if you're a Batman fan watching Batman screw with his villains. Batman is a mental ninja, dude.
Among other types of ninja, but yeah.
Among other types of ninja. If you're taking Batman Begins is like part of this origin, he became a ninja. So with me, I'd say 8.59, somewhere in there, because it's solid. Not perfect. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing of all time, but it's still up there as I love this, and it makes me love the series even more. That particularly if you're a fan of like Batman, because again, this is I like to say that each arc is really an arc about one character. The first one was about Martian Manhunter, and the League. The second one was about maybe Aquaman and to a certain degree Green Lantern. With the second one was not the Atlantis one, right?
No, the Atlantis one was third one. I think the second one was the Trial.
Oh yeah, the Trial one. That was obviously Jon Stewart, and I would argue the other one was a little Wonder Woman and Jon Stewart, because it's all about trusting Aquaman and Aquaman too, but still.
Okay.
But do you agree with me that like each episode seems to center around one character?
One or two characters usually, yes.
Well, one or two, yes. Because I guess that way it's easier to tell a story about one character, but also include the others. And that's kind of what they do in like a lot of comics too, because like a lot of Justice League and Green Lantern, everyone shows up, but it's a Hal story or it's a Clark story.
Yeah, and you often see this in a lot of like group stuff where like, let's say you have this ensemble movie where it's like a team of like 9 characters. They'll often like segment everyone, like for instance, we saw this in Infinity War, where like everyone kind of got segmented off and he kind of told their own little kind of stories and whatnot. Because it's easier to write for a group of 4 people than it is 40.
Yeah, exactly. Particularly as it relates to Marvel, because every hero is an Avenger.
And when everyone is an event, and when every hero is an Avenger, no one will be.
That's another ding I have to give against Marvel and why I like DC more. Because when you're on the Justice League, it means something. When you're an Avenger, anyone with powers that wants to be good is an Avenger at this point.
Yeah, pretty much in the MCU. Now, this does not apply to the comics themselves, because in the comics, being an Avenger is still special.
No, it's still special, but I'm just saying I think it's a little cheapened by the fact that they obviously don't have a lot of standards.
Yeah, the Avengers is basically like a governing body of superheroes, almost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Justice League is more like, no, this is what you aspire to be. You have to be an experienced hero before they will even invite you, because even like because there was this arc that was started when they reformed the Justice League after Infinite Crisis. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman got together, and they voted on who the team was going to be. It's like they put down a picture of Nightwing, and Batman's like, yes, he's ready. And then actually, it was kind of funny. Nightwing said no. But but it's like they essentially vote. It's not like, okay, you have powers, you're an Avenger. No, you have to get the approval of the other members of the Justice. They have to see you in action.
Mm-hmm.
Even Kara, she had to earn her right to be on the League.
Yeah, that's why most Justice League members, they usually join like a lesser team
like Teen
for
Titans.
A little bit. Exactly.
Yeah, the Teen Titans, I see them as a transition to the Justice League. In other words, that's where heroes go when they're maybe like less experienced or starting off, and then once they get experience and like know what they're doing, then it can transfer to the Justice League.
It depends on the era, because like the
True.
Teen Titans was originally just all the sidekicks joining together, and then then it kind of became like more of a youth transition to adulthood, and then you got like the Titans variant, which is like the OG team all grown up kind of thing. It depends on the era.
Yeah, but the point of this discussion is to just say that that's another reason why I like that. I like DC more. It's just because it means more if you're on the Justice League than it does in the Avengers.
Agreed.
It's still a big deal to be on the Avengers. I'm not trying to cheapen that, but it's just they let everyone on the Avengers practically, both in the comics and the movies. In this, there is a strict screening process to be on the Justice League. Beyond the 5 that happen to be in the same area where a crisis is coming down, then they say, we are the Justice League. Because beyond that, because whenever the team reforms, there's always a crisis, and then the 5 superheroes that happen to be in the same vicinity go, okay, now we're the team. Everyone else, you need our approval now.
To be fair, like usually like the core 5 members are heroes where it's like it's unquestionable that they would be a part of the Justice League. Like the thought of them not being in the Justice League, like you don't even need to vote on. Like, of course Superman would be in the Justice League. Of course Batman. Of course Wonder Woman. Of course Aquaman.
Flash,
of course,
Green Lantern, all those ones. Yeah, and most of the time, the 3 who make the choice on who gets on the League are the 3 that people look up to the most: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Also, I just wanted to note that it's this 2-parter that gets the famous joke, hey, Flash, fastest man alive. Maybe that's why you can't get a girlfriend. Yeah. Hey! I'm sorry, I love that joke so much.
Yeah, I love Wally West in this show. By the way, Lad thought he was Barry Allen.
Oh, by the way, you do realize that that Wally is voiced by Lex Luthor.
Luthor, yeah, exactly. I was like, where have I heard that voice before? And I was watching Smallville, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's you! That's awesome. I love that. How we can, and he plays a great Lex Luthor. I'm like, geez.
So he does this podcast called Inside of You, and one of the episodes is actually a Justice League reunion. I got to dig up that link and send it to you.
Yeah,
you would love it,
because I would love to watch that, because that show's my jam. That's why we're doing it on this show. But okay, so we've gone for pretty much a half hour. In terms of Nick, what have you got going out in the show on your channel this week?
Well, because of the Wii U 3DS eShop closure, we talked about that on the Super Split Screen Bros earlier today. That episode's going to be going live on Wednesday. Oh yeah, it was really fun. I got Turn Samurais in the mix, and then this weekend I'll actually be taking a trip up north, doing a convention, having a little working vacation. So when you see me on Jared's channel next time, I will be in a different location, and yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And in terms of me, Saturday. All right, two streams are happening on Saturday at I believe noon. I'll check the time. Actually, I'll check right now. Okay, at noon. I can't believe I have to do this. I will be having a live watch party for Joss Whedon's Justice League. And by the way, it is noon on April 1st. So, by the way, that's going to be the one where I'm going to unleash hell on this movie. Yeah, I'm going to rant. And then at I believe 6 is the time
7.
we agreed on, or 7. Yeah, 7. We're going to do our... All right, so a couple things we're going to do. At 7, first we're going to cover the Animatrix. Dope as hell, by the way. Because we never got a chance to do that because life got in the way with the stream and everything.
How dare you have a social life, Jared?
I know. How dare I? How dare I be a responsible
How dare you
adult?
spend time with loved ones and have healthy relationships? How dare you?
How dare I have a job? But anyway, and then we're going to transition to our April Fool's stream, which we have been hyping up for months now. And the way we're going to do this is that we all have assigned each other some of the worst superhero content of all time.
Jay Heat
was the... What?
I was the one who assigned you Justice League.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because I have not seen that since before this Snyder Cut was announced. But... So it'll be a new experience and cringe. But the hardest person was Jay Heat because somehow he could get like a good thing out of like any really BS
he
story.
Fought hard.
Because I picked the one story that no one can justifiably say is good. Mar-frickin-Ville.
We broke him.
It's kind of funny. I knew I struck gold when I said, "Okay, you're doing Marvel," but also you got that pause.
Yeah, like it's like he said something and then he like paused and then he tried to recover, but it was too late.
But maybe and then Nick and I were like, "Yeah, that's it. We got it,
ladies and gentlemen. We got him."
And and remind me, what movie is he doing?
Crap, I can't remember.
I'll look back in the stream. Nick is doing Captain Marvel, and he is. I decided we're not going to do Sins Past because that's a little bit risque for this channel branding.
Yes, yes. You don't want me talking about Norman Osborn's O-Face.
Yeah. So I believe. All right. So for Nick, he is going to cover instead an equally egregious storyline, so it's not like he's getting out of anything. He is going to cover. I'm trying to find where I put the thing in there because I know it's in our group chat, so I'm going through with the group chat. Because hang on. But anyway. Nick, I love how you and Jay Heat had an entire conversation via episode 3 gifs in the chat. Like it's all like the "you underestimate my power" don't. It's literally the dialogue.
We literally played out the entire scene.
Literally the scene when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting. And it was kind of funny. I wasn't watching this, and then all of a sudden I see a message saying, "I love how we're basically doing the chat." So what I do is I go into the chat and I'm like, "Oh, this is." Lad and I had that entire conversation too. That was so good. Well done, sir. Oh, I know what I'm doing. He has to read the first 5 issues of Megan Fitzmartin's Robin.
why must you torture me so? Why?
Because it's funny.
I hate you.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember because I know. Okay. Was Jay? I don't think Jay Heat's doing Catwoman.
No, he's not.
Is he doing Marvel or DC? I'm trying to remember. I should have written this down. Gosh dang it.
Should have. We'll settle it later. How about that?
I'll watch the stream. I'll tell you what. I'll rewatch the stream and then I'll actually post about it. That way it's in stone so I can just refer to it. But okay, so I'm doing Justice League.
You'll do a community post.
Yeah, I'm doing Justice League, and my comic run is I have to do Civil War 2.
Good luck justifying Captain Karen.
Well, I hate Captain Marvel, but I'm just like, there are a couple of things that I'm just, well, I'm not going to say anything about my opinions on the storyline now because I'm going to save those thoughts so they're all prepared.
I will say this though, when I do watch Captain Marvel, I actually will be live tweeting my reaction. So
I'll be following that.
So yeah, I will probably announce like a few hours before I start the movie that I'll literally be live tweeting my reactions. Like why the F did they do this? Stuff like that. I just
be prepared be prepared for the origin of Nick Fury's eye. Yes, they answer that question. They also answer where the name Avenger came from. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that because these reactions are fantastic. All right, Nick, you should do reactions on your channel because I think that'd be so good.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Just pick egregious stuff to react to, and there you go. You got it covered. But
we can do a pilot at some point, maybe, I don't know,
and try it out. But so that's what we're doing. The purpose of this, because it's April Fool's, is just to like. Okay, so the format of this, and then I'll wrap it up, is 5 to 10 minutes. We are going to review. We are going to positively review the product, and then I'm gonna have a timer going. Now, the way this is gonna work is that when that timer goes, you have to stop mid-sentence and go into an insult. In other words, if I'm talking about Justice League and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do this. So I really liked how how the movie ended because that was so terrible.
There's gonna be some comedy gold in that stream, I can tell.
Oh yes, and if you want to clip anything and send it to me for fun, yes, you are allowed to do that. I will shout you out if you make really hilarious clips.
Or if you do like an edit of it, kind of thing. And
what I could do, what I should do is after the stream, go through, pick a bunch of like our best moments, make an edit of it, and then upload it to the channel saying Comics League April Fool's highlights.
I mean, honestly, you should do that when you reach 500 subscribers. Is just do kind of like a highlight reel of all the best moments from the first 500.
Which will be Master Sergeant's like comment from last week's Comics League.
That is definitely going to be in that.
That has got to be on that list. And for those of you that don't know, refer to my last Comics League Dark stream because that was the best comment I think I've gotten on a live stream ever.
Yes,
like, jeez. Sure. And Nick's been around since I've been doing like all my live streams, so he knows he's been there for all the good moments. And this was great. But all right, so that's gonna be where I'm gonna end it. Nick, always a pleasure to rehost these. Are you enjoying the show so far? And by the way, this is Nick's first time watching Justice League. I just want to emphasize that.
Yes, I am enjoying it, though I will say I am excited to get back to Avatar once we finish this season.
Yeah, and I believe the plan is that we're going to alter, essentially, we're going to cover our shows at the same time. In other words, we're not going to like stop Justice League and then go do Avatar and then.
Yeah, basically the only reason I stopped doing Avatar is because we didn't, because basically this as a courtesy to you, like basically since I had an entire season on my own, I'm giving you an entire season, and then once we get to season 2, we'll be on equal footing. And then I think the plan is Avatar will release on Monday on my channel, and then Justice League will release on Tuesday on your channel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. And that's all good for me, and we're all good. Oh, and by the way, just want to remind you that also this Thursday is going to be, I'll be uploading our Mandalorian review. We're enjoying how the season actually self-corrected. And by the way, what I'm thinking, the season finale review will be a live stream. I think that'll be really fun to be able to interact with you guys live, because we did that for Avatar, and I think that was really great.
Yeah, we'll be sure to post like the link and have it like prepared probably at least a day or two in advance, I think.
In fact, I think whenever we review a show for at least on my channel, if we cover all the episodes, the season finale will be a live stream. I think that's a fun little thing to look forward to.
Yeah, Yeah, I got no issue with that.
So stay heroic, everyone, and remember, Wonder Bat sucks.